Now, Azimio leader Raila Odinga today tore into U.S. Ambassador Meg Whitman, asking her to leave Kenya alone. Raila, who termed the ambassador rogue, threatened to ask the United States government to recall the envoy if she does not, I quote, shut up. Whitman was the focus of attack from Raila following her remarks Wednesday at the devolution conference, where she described Kenya as a promising democracy and a place for investments. Raila was addressing delegates at the ongoing governors' conference in Eldoret, which was officially opened by President William Ruto.
What I witnessed was nothing short of remarkable. Kenya held what many analysts and commentators say was the freest, fairest, and most credible election in Kenyan history. The elections were observed by international and local election organizations, and the results were upheld by the Kenyan Supreme Court, and power was transferred orderly and peacefully.
Speaking at the opening of the devolution conference on Wednesday, Meg Whitman had opined that the 2022 succession polls affirmed Kenya's position as the most democratic state in the continent. This statement appeared to have angered Raila. The former premier hit out at the ambassador, describing her as rogue.
You want to tell a rogue ambassador, leave Kenyans alone. If Mandamano can lead to a dialogue between Ichungwa and Kalonzo, everything is good with Mandamano. Tell the rogue ambassador, Kenya is not United States. Kenya is not a colony of the United States.
While addressing the devolution conference in Eldoret, Raila slammed Whitman for what he said to be meddling in Kenya's affairs. Similar sentiments were shared by Azimio leaders.
Keep your mouth shut when you're here. Otherwise, you will call for your recall back to your country.
I really felt hurt when the U.S. ambassador is dancing and praising democracy in Kenya when such rights are being criminalized.
These unfortunate remarks were personal and were inspired by the envoy's base corporate instincts of pleasing the buyer to close a deal.
Expect that when they come to Africa, the same rules that they apply in their homeland should be the same rules they apply in Africa.
But in a quick rejoinder, Kenya Kwanza governors and senators came out gun-blazing against Azimio leaders.
If it was said that the elections were not fair, he would have said, oh, that's a beautiful speech. But now that it was said that it is the elections were free, fair, and we also believe as Kenyans that these were the fairest.
Therefore, it is unfortunate that the Prime Minister, former Prime Minister, would find her as rogue, as he has stated, and tell her to shut up.
Quite unfortunate to hear a man at such level talk about an ambassador and tell an ambassador to shut up. Perhaps it's time for me to tell Mr. Odinga to shut up.
As a nation, we worked together. Ambassador Meg spoke very well of Kenya. We encourage all the ambassadors, feel the freedom to speak well about the nation you have been sent to.
For the pain on the face of Raila Odinga today is because his program of trying to bring down the economy of this country has not succeeded.
On devolution, Raila rooted for the welfare of ward representatives.
As the first port of call across the villages, MCAs have real concerns like remuneration and facilitation that ought to be addressed.
And in our region, Your Excellency, when you told us to andamane kidogo tu, kwa hiyo maneno mengine, tukaandamana tukaenda kwa shamba. This time, tuko na mahindi ya kutosha, we will all share. So kila mtu ako na sufuria, kuja Uasin Gishu, kuna mahindi ya kutosha, lakini utalipa kidogo.
The host governor that they are expecting bumper harvest in this region because they did mandamanos in the farms instead of doing the mandamanos on the streets, or carrying sufurias. I want to tell him that this katiba that we have is a product of mandamano.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is expected to give a keynote address on Friday. Elvis Kosgei, KT News, Uasin Gishu County.
President William Ruto has reiterated his